Our next speaker is an artist, Ohad Shimon. He is based in The Hague, and he kind of has an unusual kind of background, maybe. I don't want to say unusual, but maybe to this particular exhibition, in that he studied psychology and cognitive science at Hebrew University in Jerusalem before moving on to study photography at the Royal Academy in The Hague. As well, you might be familiar with his work. He did a event or kind of intervention last night as part of Time to Meet at Madame Fortuna called the $1 Million Photo. And also, during his time here in Antwerp, during the festival, he's been compiling kind of a personal diary as well, which he'll be reading from as well, to kind of give you his thoughts and impressions as well. So please welcome Ohad Shimon.
Yeah. Hello. It's called My Pen Died. 13 March, day 1. It's 10:30. Today's day 1 of my trip to Antwerp. I start writing a diary from now until next week Sunday. Then I print it out and read it. This is the beginning. Traveling entails a lightening of a sort, as of being lifted, becoming lighter. Everything stopped to matter. Only the surface counts. Life in such a way is a delightful event, pleasurable, a sort of amplifying experience. People only seem like what they look like. Surfaces, movements, on the go. A thing in motion is something pleasurable to watch. Simple, adequate, enlightening. It's 3:45. I'm going to Ghent. There's an artist event there. The train is stuck. Some kids in the back are laughing. The colors outside are brown, green, yellow, and magnesium. The seats are colored blue. A yellow train passes just in front of my face. Our train is still stuck. I saw on the news a few weeks ago that there was a train accident in Belgium. At least 20 people died, I think. Our train stopped moving again. I ate a sandwich with salmon that I bought at the supermarket across the hostel where I'm staying at. My hands stick from the smell of it. So does my mouth. I sneeze. We are moving again. The return train ticket costed €9.40. I hope I will be able to get a refund for it from someone. In one of the fields outside, there is a horse looking at a small fire in front of it. A girl with one of those passenger counting machines passes by in the train and clicks me as another passenger. The train is going really slow. It stops again. Then it starts moving again. The visible is painfully real, I think to myself, as we pass a row of grey and blue automobiles near one of the Belgian train stations. I was asked today by someone if I had any photographs to show in the show. No, I answered, I don't. So what are you doing here in this festival? Good question, I don't know. I think I'm going to talk about not having anything to talk about. I hope I can get away with it. I see, she says. So you're some kind of speaker, a curator, a philosopher, a performer. No, I don't think so. So you're a kind of writer, lecturer, journalist? No, I don't think that's the case either. So you are organizing the festival, you are sponsoring it, you are helping out with the technical stuff? No, I'm not. So I don't really understand what you do. Neither do I. It's strange being a stranger. It is 7:40. At the State Museum there was a performance. One of the performers collapsed during the performance. The guy with the nice clothes that is probably in charge of the museum and its insurance company hurried to the stage and picked up the performer who fainted. They took her to the other room, and I hope she's not dead. The audience was so excited about what was going on stage, so they continued to watch the show, and I ignored the performer that almost died. The show was nice. There were crazy clothes and colors, some shouting, some jumping, even fake blood like in the movies. Now I am in the train station at Ghent, waiting for the train back to Antwerp. The 7:20 train got cancelled. We have to wait an hour until the next one arrives. A girl with blue eyes and coffee watches what I'm writing. She's probably trying to guess in which language I'm writing. Does she think I'm a writer? Does she think I'm a photographer? 14th of March, day 2. I wake up. My lips are dry. I should get some lip gloss for it in the Moroccan supermarket outside. I'm listening to internet radio. I slept good. I have until Tuesday here in the hostel, and then I have to move somewhere else with my bags. Yesterday night, I went to meet some of the guys from the festival. I arrived at the address and the bell wasn't working. I started shouting in the middle of the neighborhood, "Hello, hello," for about 15 minutes, and then went home and nobody answered. Today is Sunday. The other people are arriving. It is 9 o'clock in the morning. I should get out of bed and have some coffee, but it's just too comfortable to get out of bed now. I stay a bit more. I had many doubts yesterday and today whilst waking up if I should write this text. I thought it's boring. I asked myself, why do it? Why would it be interesting for anybody to hear my innermost banal thoughts? I couldn't find an answer, but I just started writing and couldn't stop anymore. I check emails and listen to music. I dreamt of Christoph doing some kind of performance. I'm wearing a green pajama, both top and bottom. My mother bought it for me. I feel foolish and comfortable at the same time. A girl I remember from a residency in Hoyerswerda just came out of her room. Hey, we've met before, no? Yes, nice to see you. Yes, you shaved your hair. Yes. Nice. I had coffee, 4 pieces of bread, 2 with peanut butter, 1 with butter, and 1 with the boiled egg. Now I've positioned myself to write something. I dressed up, sat down, and ready to write. I still feel a bit strange, writing about nothing. After all, people will pay to hear me write and read about nothing. Why would they? Well, I can only continue writing. I feel like a reality TV show writer, the writer of the Big Brother, sitting around waiting for something to happen and grabbing anything that comes by. The most everyday, foolish and useless thoughts of all, valueless, importantless, and weightless. Maybe I should go around and discover the city a bit. That would give some sort of sense to my activities, no? Go from here to there, to here to there, and back again. Buy some food, drink, look at people, look at clocks, look at train stations, go into places, go out of places, wait, think, look at the time, think again, stop thinking, look at the time again, wait some more, listen, read, think again, look at the time again. No, that wouldn't make much sense. I'd rather stay in the hostel for a while. Have another coffee, listen to some music, check emails, check Facebook, check the news, check my name on Google, check his name on Google, check her name on Google, use my mouse to click, to check and recheck, check with my mouse, check with my keyboard, check with my checking devices, check, 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 fuck. Maybe it's time I talk about photography a bit, photography. This is a photography festival. This is a photography museum. These are photography people. We are photographers. Sure, okay. So let's talk about photography, 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 photography. There, I said it enough times. Now we can talk about something else. I drink my second cup of coffee. It's tasty. I'm listening to some music. I checked my emails. I get 1 email a day from a stranger, 1 email a day from a friend, and 1 email a day from myself when I find an interesting link and want to archive it somewhere. Those emails I sent to myself are the nicest ones. I never read them, I never check them again. I just put them there knowing that they give me some kind of security. I'm going out in a bit to see some other people. I'm going to see people. Okay, so I'm in the headquarters of the festival now. Talked with friendly people, met them, listened. Listening to people is always nice. I enjoy it very, very much. It's only when meeting people, when talking to them face to face about their lives, their histories, their plans for the future, that something authentic and beautiful really comes out. With all the little insecurities, doubts, different pathways to different or same goals. Everybody's interesting. Everybody's one of a kind. Why would I want to reduce this to an image, a painting, a photograph, a sculpture? You don't have that live element about life in those representations, in those framed things on walls, in collections, on websites. Nevertheless, I adore the image, I admire it, and yes, I enjoy looking at images. But for now, I must say life seems like the most interesting thing around. All those problems, all those languages, those people with those lives of theirs, with their life stories, their families, their friends, their tryouts, their cars, their houses, their food, their day-to-day.